Another aspect of MIT which is very exciting is the Institute's desire to address challenges of great impact and scale in the world. Our office is involved in many of those initiatives as well. One example at MIT is the MIT Energy Initiative, which is funded by a set of major corporations, all of whom are very interested in looking at the challenges of sustainable energy supply and demand over the next decades, and understanding what kind of research is necessary to develop the technology pathways that allow for sustainable energy growth with sustainable environmental impact. The ILP supports that effort and others. Another big area at MIT is the whole search for cures to various diseases like cancer. Our Koch Institute for Integrative Cancer Research is a leading precedent-setting center that's bringing together scientists and engineers to address the issue of cancer and finding ways to cure it. The Industrial Liaison program has been supportive and works with that center as well. The Center for Digital Business in the Sloan School of Management is another major initiative looking at how digitization is changing the strategy and the structure of industries and companies going well. And in fact, we'll be highlighting that research at our conference jointly with the Sloan School of Management this coming December here on the MIT campus. So we're always involved in helping to shape the initiatives coming out of MIT and finding ways to facilitate corporate involvement in the design and definition of the research challenges that MIT wishes to address. One of the things that characterizes MIT is its strong focus on research that can have practical commercial impact. Last year, the level of industry-sponsored research totaled $111 million on a research base of $627 million. And I think that talks to the knowledge that companies have that their research dollar investment in MIT is well spent. Some examples of how that investment pays off is, for example, in our intellectual property production. Last year, MIT had 530 new invention disclosures, generated close to $80 million in licensing revenue, applied for 184 patents, and issued and received 57 licenses. We also spun out about 20 companies using MIT technology, in addition to many more companies that have been founded by MIT researchers and students that were formed without using intellectual property from MIT. An interesting study was done in 2009 by the Kauffman Foundation that attempted to quantify the commercial impact of MIT, and they found that 25,000 companies have been founded by MIT alums that produced over 3.3 million jobs in those companies. And these are companies that are still in existence. These aren't companies that have fallen by the wayside. And those companies represented something like $2 trillion in annual revenues. So a tremendous impact on the par with many countries in the world. Coming back to the role that industry plays in fostering the research agenda at MIT, last year we had over 690 companies that funded research or made financial investments at MIT, which totaled on the research side, as I said, about $111 million, which makes MIT the largest recipient of industry-sponsored funding in the United States. In terms of corporate support to MIT, last year we had over 690 companies that invested in MIT either in research or in other ways. Over 24 companies, for example, funded research at over $1 million per year. Total research volume at MIT was $111 million from corporate sources on a research base of $627 million last year. That makes MIT the largest recipient of corporate-sponsored research of any university, except those that count clinical trials as research, as do many of the large medical schools. In addition to direct research sponsorship at MIT, which, as I mentioned, was $111 million last year, another $78 million came in the forms of licensing revenues. Another $39 million came in the form of grants to various units at MIT to pursue projects where a research contract was not necessary. And another $10 million came in for various other sources, plus tens of millions of dollars in executive education and other educational programs. The total industry support, therefore, was well over $250 million in this last fiscal year.